Okay, let's start again. Let's start to see if I can do some serious development today, a bit more focused. Because I've been very, very slow at Punter today. So, what I've done was to fix the mess I've done with the repository and database. Just before go to the credential service and repository. So now, the next logical move is to go and what's that? If not, let's delete this web file. Something is weird. Let's see. CD projects and GameHangar. Let's start this. Something changed? No. Okay. Good stuff. So let's say to close this. Large file detected. What's large file detector? You call this a large file? What the hell? That's whatever. This one is bigger, yeah. This one is 112. What's going on? Unless it's wide. Let's try to do this. It's ridiculous though. If it is going to do anything. I'm also new to new Vim, quite new. I mean, I knew the basics before. Today is the second day. Well, actually, the first day after hours of setup. So yeah, today is the real first full session, I would say. I don't know what happened. Well, Azure get commit refactor minor refactor unit test. Let's try to close the project. Provider. All right. Oh, it is a. Oh, yeah, it's the same file. So I think it got. Yeah, no, it's completely fine. I mean, it makes sense, right? There's nothing too complicated. Now, before I proceed, I want to open a split pane, a split on the right. And now I'm going to create a new file, which is going to be credential repository. We just need to follow the same logic. Just go here, up, right, then here, package. want to watch too much time on this, but Astron Vim change to do color. There is something? Nope. There is a to do for sure. It sees a to do, but to change the color of to do comments in Astro and Vim, you need to override for the specific group. Astro UI plugin option reason. Oh, option customize to do comments. It's okay. Make example. Create config override for to do fix. Note. I want the to do to have the same color as biochar. Yes. Fix or fix. That's fantastic. Hold on. Okay. Oh. Fantastic. So it's true. Really good. Fix. Hold on. Maybe it's already. Hold on. Let me check. So we have. Pack's not working, it seems. Node. Hold on. Am I doing something wrong? Oh, there's also a symbol. That's really good. And then fix. Fix is nice. Warning. Okay, fair enough. Okay. And Vim. Oh no. cd conf and Vim. First of all, let's see if I have any. Just push. It is to do comments, right? Okay, we need to create one. To do comments and Lua. Did you... Are you going to open... And this weird clarity is a credential and then internal identity up. Repository. Oh, whoa, what's gone? Oh, yeah, what's... Anyway, I already saw that something changed. Huh. Already saw that, by the way. Yeah, it's not... that is weird. It's overriding everything, which I don't like. But let's see if we can grab the entire thing. To-do comes with the following defaults. Okay. Huh? Okay. So what if instead, what we're gonna do, we copy the, because this is how it works, right? Yeah, we're just gonna copy the whole defaults. We're gonna inject it. More. Oh, no, didn't want this. Alright, boom. Oh no. Copy, please copy. Okay. Right. Now, let's see. To do note fix warning. Do you know what? Let's quit without save. I want this guy to be saved. To save that, and we have to do hack warn perf. Just want to make sure everything works. To do hack warn perf. It's right. Performance, right? Note test. Oh, I like the test one. Okay. I would like to change the test one as well. No. I saved. Perfect. And it's all default. Now, I will go... Where is the colors? Okay. And if I do I like the to do? Okay. And the to do is going to be working. I'm wondering if this maybe I'm doing something wrong. Folk. Hmm. I think so. I think there is a misunderstanding here. But yeah, that's the misunderstanding. Good. Is that to do actually? Let's see. PyCharm to do colon. Data colon X. Yeah, seems to be correct. Then So I want so that also the colors are not, because this is set to have some invisibility. Oh my god, look how it would look like. Anyway, I do prefer the perf. So 1 to 1. And test. Green. Huck. On the warning to be fixed orange. Save. How do we start? Yeah. And the arc. Do we like the arc to be like that? No, we don't. Also the fix. It's fine. We're gonna call this crazy blue. Huh? And then which one I wanted? Huck. Crazy blue. Because it's cool when you do a huck, right? Not always. There you go. Beautiful. And I wanted to give a little bit more kick to the red. Crazy red. Like it's the red must jump out of the monitor. Yep. Look at it. Just still crazy red, and then the fix. Sorry, yeah. Color crazy red. Saved. Yep, that's much better. So now I want to, yeah, that's how it, that's pretty good. Background is black right now, so that's why. Good, I think I fucked around a little bit too long, so happy with this. Happy with this. I'll terminate. Get status. Add. Get commit. Let me add the option. Custom to do of inputs. What? Let's not be. What's not more productive than instead of doing interesting things, we just, you know, good. All of this just because, well, I'm learning, right? It's just, well, it's the first day today that I'm almost done doing any configuration. So, okay, what do we want to do? We want to answer the question. The first thing, get credential by provide. Do we always want the provider? I think we do. And where did I put the? Why is it not working? Because of this. Hold on a second. Unique credential is text. You know, I think I may misunderstood this. This is unique. Yes. But I think the uniqueness is by provider ID. Yeah, I think we need to fix this. In my opinion, we need to fix this. And I need to rerun all the... So in this case, I wanna say, get a credential. You and I have... Why did it take... I think it's closing... It's fine. So, let's move here. I need to do a little bit of brainstorming, as usual, because I'm very slow. Good. Oh no, low, I don't want this. Oh, I want this. Yes. Right, let's think a moment. We want. First thing, get credential by provider plus credential, which is a string, right? Yeah. Nice. So then, no. To do. Next, we want does credential exist by provider plus credential. Okay, because honestly, why you need to check like that? Because at this moment we don't have an account ID, we are creating an account, therefore credential cannot possibly exist. So we need to just have and this potentially can be, we will do it at the service layer. Redundant here on repo, right? To do get credential by account ID provider ID. Right. And actually why we want the actual credential string, because we probably don't know. What else we want? Let me go here a sec. Let's save. No, this, I didn't want this. What the hell are you doing? Right, I want to move to the right pane. Yeah. Here we're creating the credential monolith, right? So we say I'm thinking, anyways, we put in the credential, an account ID, and the provider. I would say this is also, I also would say this is the minimum amount to create. So this is how to create. We need account ID, provider ID, Anyway, what I'm thinking right now is this, that in reality, we could have not even a unique key, but an index, composed index of account, provider, and credential. So these are the three columns that we want to index. And that's because imagine you can have 10, it's not a big deal, but still it will, well, let's say that an account could have like 20 credentials. If the key, unique key, which is also an index, is a B3 index, it's only composed by the two, then you will do a full scan of these 20 to get the credential. And it's not a big deal, it should be pretty fast. Still, it would be better if it's also indexed, because we don't know if those credentials could have hundreds of, an account could have hundreds, because maybe with a third party, reality you could have that, where maybe we can have like type of credential is API keys, right? Because you could also allow some reseller, some company at the company level having accesses, like AWS style. But I think it's kind of redundant. So this it's over engineering, what I'm thinking right now for sure, because I'm not sure exactly how it's going to evolve this, and I don't want to make random indexes and keys because they also have a cost. Here the credential is indexed anyway, so in reality once you got this, the rest is still done through an index. However, this unique key is wrong, almost certainly, and I'm gonna do it right now. And I need to create the entire database again. And them all the matter, because by provider, then you want to have one type of credential only. Because I don't want to have name collision of credential, I don't know, Facebook with Steam or whatever. And automatically this is going to make the other index that I was talking about. So the first part of the index is going to be just this part. Once you have like this 100 credential by account, it's going to automatically use this one. So it's fine. I'm doing a bit of brainstorming. So now this is done. Is it? Hold on. Saved. Cool. So now let's see a little bit what you can do. Let's go to Postgres. Project GameHangar. Make Postgres shell. I want to drop the database. Let's just do this. Drop database. Okay, actually. Drop data. Drop. For this database, it's gone. Just thinking. Oh no, no, what? Don't like doing this. Okay. Calm down. It's all good. Migrations. Let's focus on this then. Open this guy. Identities, SQL. This guy. And then we want to open this on the side. We go to the left. Boom. So, focus time. Is it correct what I want to do? Because in reality it's not a big deal, but I want to recreate the entire database. Yeah, I'm already kind of... hold on. So we get an account, then we join the credential by the account. Oh. By the way, here we should get a list of credentials. Account ID is... Let's copy this. Let's make a bit more queries. where username account1. Okay. By the way, is this string? Yeah, it's still account1, but I think probably what you're gonna do, no, the account ID is also the source of truth, really. But for readability, let's do this then. Copy where username no. But this is still a list. I'm expecting to get this to get 2 credentials, right? And the order is kind of wrong. So let's now improve a little bit. And let's imagine that we're doing an authorization call using email, right? Let's do this. I would change the order. So. It's be joining the provider from the credential. No. Join provider on. No, actually, we don't care about here on the join. You don't care to join the provider. We have it. What we care to do. Okay, this is correct. I think. We get 1 account. It's more natural, so copy from credential. This is a best way to set a specific credential linked to an account. Where account ID copy. It's not copying. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. It's still. Please copy. Good. I need to. Okay. Let's double. And you know, by the way, there is a way to do a small trick with 0 cost in theory. At least for this type of query, no production, so that you can do 1 = 1. That's always true. And the real query that you care about, you start with the end. So just it's more. And then whatever, if you need to add something in the order, you can just always start from the bottom and not from here, because it's way more comfortable. Anyways, we are saying with the account equal to that, and provider, right? So we want an ID. That's well, it's fine. Because we already have we already know the ID once we go in there in the code, right? All providers are preloaded. So by email is number 2. And by the way, it's provider ID equal to, and the, hold on a second. If I just thought it's redundant, that's actually pretty damn clever. Okay, hold on. I'll explain in a moment what it is. And credential is the email, right? Because we're doing this by email. And this would work, but in theory, oh no, copy the text. Copy. Okay, so when is it does the very short highlighting, right? This will work, but my theory is, and after I want to test it, but I've got normal mode, multi-select, visual mode. Yep, now it works. Hold on. My theory is that below 2 queries are equivalent as long as p. It's just so. Yeah, it's exactly that, right? So since we have provider ID and credential being unique, right? By the time I'm doing where account and a specific provider, if I find one, we must have one credential only for this specific provider, isn't it? Hold on, am I fucking no? I'm no. No. I'm saying no. Say that's something really silly. No, so right now I could have 2 different email credential. Okay, and actually it's good. So let's start to use the note. The below information is completely wrong, but I leave it here to have love, and anyways, still I want to keep these 2 queries. I don't know if you can do this here, but fine. I am tripping too much, but it's fine. And as a matter of fact, let's actually just, since we're doing this, right? Can we? Okay, I noticed one thing. The email is bind into the account. Do we want this? I don't know. But it's fine, because each one we can consider this main email. I think it's working good. So we can buy. Okay, here's the logic. Whichever email it's defined, and actually it's true, because you could create. Well, sorry, I'm thinking too fast. So at the time of creation, you could create an account that never existed before with any credential, authorization or credential provider, right? Because you don't want to just oblige anyone to connect only with email. No, you may be the first time connect with Steam. Then you said, okay, I want to bind the email, right? I want to link my email to have it verified, okay? Because the real verification of the identity is done by email. There may be other ways, but email is the most used one nowadays. Good. Now imagine though that right now, by how we created this schema, the schema, I can add, and let's see if it's true, I can actually add a new email as a credential and therefore authorization method. And we do this right now. Let's copy this. Copy. So now this guy has 2 emails, account 1, and therefore this query selects the main one, and this one I'm expecting to have 2 entries. Now on the configuration of page of an account, what you could have, this is all done by front end, like there is nothing here that tells this is your main email. It's always it is partially, but nothing really changes because they're gonna have to grab it from the credentials anyway. But imagine you have the settings. You say you want to make your default email. So what you can do, just imagine you must have first of all 2 credentials. See, the email goes, since email is a different provider type, and actually it doesn't matter. It could be like its own category, but for now it's fine managed. The email has to go through a verification, right? Device probably also has to go through some verification, and not all providers need to do this, but email, yes, you need to verify it. Typical that you send the email and you click the link. So you need to have at least 2 verified email, and then you can switch them to the default one, and the default one is implicitly the one you have in your account. You just switch it. You can set it to null and put it back, and it is null. Fantastic. I really like it. I think this makes sense for now. Maybe I'm tripping. So now we don't have database. Let's do make migrate. That's what we have. Identity up. This should work. Yes. And so now, indeed, we have the identity and we can connect to it. And we have a for table. Can we describe it like that? Yeah. So I wanted to see the unique constraint, provider and credentials. Fantastic. Next, migrate the demo data up. Oh, I was wrong. No, I can't do that. Because right now... So I was wrong. Actually, I was right here. Because, yeah, I was right. Because... Yeah. So yeah. I was right. Then, so since you have only one credential by provider, you don't need. Yeah. I was fucking right. I usually, but so yeah, because since if you get anything here, if you get it, you implicitly have the credential. That's all you need. Now, I was thinking though that potentially for now let's make it like this. We don't make over engineer stuff. And if someone has some issues in the yeah, it's better make it more restrictive now and see how it behaves. And I believe you could drop the unique key rather than add it later. So actually I was right. Come on. Don't do that. Because then if you get anything from an account with specific provider, then means implicitly that credential is the only one really linked to really possibly linked there is no need to grab by credential to actually I was right. So what we're gonna do now, we delete this. No, we don't delete this. We not in case for now I prefer to keep one unique account provider type because it's easier to start be more restrictive and then drop the key. If am I wrong about this? Am I right? Rather than allow duplicate and enforce later. Why this could be important? We could allow multiple email into an account and set the default being the one attached to the account email. Whew, okay, so let's start from the beginning. Connect to Postgres. We drop database identity. Its identity is gone. We bring it up and we do them up again. think I forgot here to. Hold on, I think what I wanted to do here. Yeah, I think I don't need this. Jesus. Again, what? I saved it, no? What is the error? Missing from clause. Oh, it's missing from clause. Let me just do one test. Going to. I'm just going to delete this. Let's start again. Repetition, repetition. Alright. But what else did I change? Is it something messed up here? What the hell? Okay, let's do one thing. I am very lazy right now, and we're gonna give it to ChatGPT. And that's it. So I have to go in it now. Running an SQL file, I get error. Here the content of the file. Let's see. While it's answering, it may seem absurd, but since also like I'm used to some specific highlighting with PyCharm, and maybe I really don't see something so obvious. So that's why I just give it to the AI and that's it, to see whether it would. Okay, hold on. It's already answering. And the AI shines in this type of things, you know? The error is this query. Okay, so yeah. It's this one. Let's see. But I mean, I removed this earlier on, right? Well, maybe it didn't save. It's acting a bit funny in some moment. Here is it. Okay. Let's repeat quickly. This works, of course. Oops. Yep. Fair enough. So now, I want to do one thing. We connect to the identity fantastic. And then, okay, so the theory is that if I copy this guy, it returns 1, obviously. Yep, it does. And the other theory is that it's equal to the other one, and therefore, yeah, perfect. And possibly we don't know the credential ahead, right? So we may need to go from one way or the other. Good. Okay, so I'll have to commit this stuff. Git status, git add, git commit, fixed account credential was added. Queries. Yes, good stuff. Cool. So I can. I fixed this. So I have to go and end the stream now. But tomorrow, what I'm gonna do is finally, possibly, finish up this bloody credential repository. Okay. And so I have to start a bit of, because this one can get quite complicated, but for now, complicated when you need to link different account credentials and do linking and linking, but we're not gonna do any of this right now. But just to think a little bit, because I need to first say, okay, does this credential exist? So that's why I need this, because I do need to query without the account ID. I don't have an account ID at the moment of creation. So yeah, I just say, okay, I have a provider ID and a credential. Does this exist? If yes, boom, throw an error. Then, if it's not existing, I can carry on the creation. Okay. And from that, I can actually create credential. Yeah. And this we need a few things. These 3 guys for sure. So the account ID must be created already within a transaction and hold an ID that is ephemeral, means that does not exist yet. Probably need to get the secret, but yeah, I'm not sure about this one. We're gonna do by username, by the way. So username is gonna be true. This by default. Just to be consistent. This makes sense to credential types like email that you need to, approve, verify that it's your account. But for username, no, you just did it, right? The secret, of course, is the password. And yeah, of course, it's the password. Then after that, I'm in a good point for account creation, and I need to handle authorization itself, which I would think later, but probably it's gonna go through. Let me save this guy. It's gonna go through and a query that's gonna look like this. No, I'm wrong, because it's going to go to a different query where is still a provider credential. Then the authorization has a secret, so I need to, in this case, the easiest is the password. So I need to match the hash password with what is being provided, the typical JWT token authorization. And then that's it. Once this is the guy, we already have the account ID. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm overthinking this. Okay, cool. We'll have to